That's stupid. No copyright, lo-fi music. Ambient music? That's a bit too gentle. What up, what up? Wolfman Studios and Sugarflake. Welcome to the stream. I'm literally trying to sort out music for folks. Hey, Pretzel 2. I am really tired. Like, exhausted. But my brain is, like, non-stop. Like, it's like I'm physically exhausted, but mentally I'm like, I want to get stuff done. And I'm like, okay, well, you can't get stuff done today. So we're trying to take a day off. But, yeah, I had dog training class today, and that's pretty much it, because I had a very busy weekend. I was vending at Heroescon in Charlotte, North Carolina for 3 days, and that was an experience because we were only offered that table, the opportunity to vend there, rather, last week. So we were, yeah, we're not going to pass up the opportunity to vend at, like, the biggest comic convention in the US. Pop culture convention's not included in that, obviously. We had a good time. We covered our table and made a profit. Met some fans, made some new friends, and, like, yeah, we met just lots of interesting people, and yeah. But now my social battery is just dead now. So, yeah. But I have another convention this weekend, but it's a small one-day con that's happening in Hickory here in North Carolina, and you guys can find out more about that on my Instagram and Twitter feed. But yeah, I am so tired, man. It's not even funny anymore. Like, But yeah, there it is. It's let's see. Your convention planned this summer fall. It's in the middle of September in Bishop, California. Nice. I hope that goes well for you. Are you going to see the Pixar Alien movie? If you mean Elio, probably not. And that's not because I don't want to, it's because cinema trips are frankly stupid expensive, and I would rather, like, go to see a movie that's longer than 90 minutes. And I know that that's a terrible thing to say, but I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't justify spending, like, so much money on something that just has a short runtime. Don't have a theatre close to you. I do have a Tinseltown nearby. It's a 10-minute drive away, and another one that's in the Concord Mills Mall. There's an IMAX theatre there and stuff, and that's kind of cool. But, you know, theatre trips, theatre tickets are really expensive, and when you're self-employed, and, you know, we have to be careful with our money. So yeah, sadly we are, especially after doing a convention. Most of our income goes toward doing conventions nowadays. So yeah, other than obviously everyday living expenses. It does suck, but you know what? It's gonna be on Disney Plus eventually. I'll watch it then. And you know, I've heard lots of good things about it. I'm just really sad that the advertising, I didn't even know it was out until Cinema Therapy posted a video about it. I had no clue. I'm like, where's all the advertising for this movie? Like, have I don't know, like, it's weird how things are just not advertised the same way. Cinema Therapy made a video about Elio, like a spoiler-free video about it. They posted it either yesterday or Saturday. I'm in their Discord server. I support their Patreon. Huh? Weird. 3 days ago. Yeah, I really like their content. But at the same time, it does make me feel a little bit. What more can I say about stuff? You know, sometimes it's like, what new things can I bring to the table when. This is why I don't really watch an awful lot of analysis channels, because I'm just gonna end up spewing the same kind of stuff as they do. So I try not to pollute my brain with other reviews of stuff I want to make a video or write about or whatever. Obviously, if it's a friend that's posted a video, then obviously I'll support that. But if I just don't watch analysis videos myself all that much. It's bizarre. Like nowadays, like my taste in videos has changed big time. I'll just sit and have a let's play video playing in the background, or sometimes I'll just listen to documentaries. I'm getting old. I'm getting boring. Like I don't know what's going on with me right now. I mean, I'm 40 next year, guys. I'm old and boring. Oh, I didn't pause my game. Oh well, who cares? I'll just start it again later. I've been playing an old game from like 1992 or 1994. I found an emulator for it online. It's the original Settlers game. It's a civilization building game. It's basically the preface for Rome, Total War, like those kind of games. I had fun at Heroescon. Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. Hello, Morrison Brony Prime. Pretzel 2. There's some movies I've watched that I went to see reviews for it after the fact, and none of the super big reviewers had done one. Yeah. No, I had fun at Heroes. It was just exhausting, and when you're vending at a huge event like that, it's a lot of money to invest. So we took a big chance on it, and I'm glad we did it, but for the size of the convention, I think it could have been more of a financial success for us. Maybe if we had more time to say, hey, we're going to be here. I don't know, but hey Frost, spontaneous live stream. I was getting bored. Kiki is doing not a D&D session, but it's like a roleplay thing to do with his D&D session, because he's not doing a session this Saturday because we have a convention. So he's just getting characters caught up on stuff. I don't know. He's a dungeon master. He says he's doing stuff for it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I only just started playing D&D recently. He's not my dungeon master. Someone else is. I am hoping to start posting those sessions at some point. We have been recording them. Okay. Live stream. I am alive, yes. Whether I am kicking or not is a different thing altogether. Never played D&D. I'm a video gamer through and through. That's fair. Phantom Master. Just wanted to drop by and say hi before work. Hello. I hope your day at work goes well for you. So yeah, the next convention I'm doing is in Hickory, North Carolina. at the Book for Town Hall. It's on June 28th, so it's next Saturday. I'll basically have the exact same table set up as I did for Heroescon, I think. Although sometimes I might not have my backdrop, but because it's a one-day event. Oh goodness, yeah. Do any DMs do online sessions of D&D? Yes. Most D&D games that I know of are run online, not in person. I was thinking that, Frost, I was going to tell you about it, wondering if you'd be able to make it. I will be also at Mad Monster Expo, which is happening in August. That is at the Embassy Suites Hilton in Concord, and I also hope to be vending at Charlotte Comic Con as well, which is the weekend after that. Mad Monster Expo is a horror sci-fi fantasy convention, which I am really excited about. I haven't secured my table yet, but I will do that later this week. We just need to get a little bit more money in before we actually pay the invoice. It's a 3-day convention, and their guest list, by the way, is insane. Do you want to know the guest list? Let me switch to the different monitors so I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh, let's do this. There. Move you over here. And minimize you. Bring you up here. I don't have the fans, plus I might need to babysit a couple of squirts to give Dad a break. That's fair. There. Okay. So, Mad Monster Expo is happening in August 22nd to 24th. That will be at the Embassy Suites by Hilton, Concord, North Carolina, which is kind of funny because that's the same exact venue that Charlotte Comic Con is in the following weekend. So, yeah. I haven't paid for my table yet, but, you know, I'm excited about it, and here's why. The guest list. They just updated it literally this morning, and I lost my mind. I went insane, and you will see why. David Arquette, yeah, okay. Happy about them. Not familiar with them, and obviously Corey Feldman. I'm like, oh, Lost Boys and the Goonies and all that wonderful stuff. Gremlins, of course, as well. So yeah, Stand By Me. A lot of movies I really like have him in them, so I'm excited about that. Pam Grier, I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. Doug Jones, guys. Doug Jones. What? I'm like... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a Christian, right? And a lot of the times, like... for some reason, there's some kind of... Okay, I'll be a bit more personal here. I grew up in a very strict religious household, and so the result of that was that certain material was banned in our household. All secular material was banned in our household for the first maybe 12 years of my life. So that included Disney movies, that included anime, it included like anything, unless it was made like for Christians by Christian, I could not watch it or listen to it. I did anyway because I was a rebellious asshole, but there was a lot that I could not see. But anyway, one of the characters that I absolutely fell in love with once the doors opened for me to be able to watch pretty much anything I wanted was the Fawn from Pan's Labyrinth. And then after that, I watched pretty much everything, almost everything that Doug Jones has ever been in. But sadly, I did not see Hocus Pocus until a couple of years ago. And I wish that movie was part of my childhood. I really do. And sadly, it wasn't. But the reason why I bring up, the whole like being a Christian thing is because Doug Jones himself is a Christian. And it's like, this is a guy that dresses up and performs as monsters for a living. And quite a lot of the times, like Christian religion, they'll see monsters and associate that with evil, with demonic spirit, And so I was like, that's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? But it's not. And I've listened to a few interviews when he's asked about his beliefs and how it might not coincide with what he does. Like, is there a line that he won't cross because of the monsters that he plays? Some are based on so-called demonic creatures, and you'll have to watch it for yourself. But it basically made me realize that it's okay to like what you like. I like horror. I like monster movies. I enjoy stuff that's kind of, for most part, obscure or is just weird. I remember when the Tim Burton was releasing his version of Sweeney Todd. And that was the same year that new Aliens vs. Predator movie was coming out. And I was excited about that too, but I was more excited about Sweeney Todd. And I was hanging out with some friends, and they happened to be friends I went to church with. And we had the TV on, and it was showing trailers for movies that were coming out. And I was really excited about Sweeney Todd. And one of them said, if you like that sort of thing, there's something wrong with you. And that statement has lived with me since then. And so I'm like, I just said to them, there's nothing wrong with me, thanks, and then just didn't speak for the rest of the night. But ironically, the trailer for the Aliens vs. Predator movie came on, and everyone was talking about how excited they were for that, and the comment about if you like that sort of thing, there must be something wrong with you never came up. But it did for Sweeney Todd for some reason. I'm like, so it's okay to like Alien vs. Predator, but it's not okay to like Stephen Sondheim? Like, come on. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And please understand me. I'm not like discriminating against other people that are Christian. I'm just talking about my own experience. And I don't want to get like too much into it, but when I discovered Doug Jones and what he did, and also discovered he's a Christian, it kind of gave me the permission to be weird, the permission to like monsters and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, my vendor table is covered with monsters and like creatures and all sorts of stuff. I like drawing my own ideas for characters like monsters. I have a zombie OC called Harry that I really want to bring online eventually once I get his design down. I keep changing it. So anyway, so there's Doug Jones, and I'm like, I have a painting of Fawn, and I want him to sign it, or at least a print of it or something for me to keep, and I'll sell the painting to someone. I don't know, but anyway, I'm really excited about that. So I hope I get a chance to meet him because I will be vending. So yeah, and this convention is apparently incredibly busy, and I foresee it being very busy considering Doug Jones is coming. So yeah. Then you got Monica Keena from Freddy vs. Jason and Devil's Advocate, Dawson's Creek, etc. Adrian King, Friday 13th, Photo Opportunity, Quinn Lord, Newlander, and I'm not really familiar with wrestlers, so I don't really care about who this person is. Brooke Smith, yeah, that's cool. Yes. But the only one I'm excited about really is Doug Jones and maybe David Arquette and Corey Feldman, obviously. But I think it like to choose between those three, it would be Doug Jones. So hopefully I'll get to meet him. That'll be exciting. One of my favorite actors on the planet, and I am going to call him an actor because he is an actor. Like, there's so, like, people, like the Hollywood don't really consider people that dress, like, perform wearing masks, like they're covered in makeup and stuff. They don't call them actors, they call them monster performers, and I don't like that. They are actors in their own right. I mean, look at like the Universal monsters. The actors that played those, they were superstars and still are. What the hell changed about that? Good lord. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning in the UK. I see you there, Michael. Glad to hear you had such a wonderful time at Heroescon. I can't wait to see what you get up to at the next one. Thank you, dude. Sleep well if you're still here. Wish you luck and fun at this con. Yeah. I haven't heard much about Corey Feldman lately. The last thing I heard from him is playing Slash in 2012, TMNT, and Magnus in Minecraft Story Mode. Yeah, I mean, it's not a massive convention because it's just at a Hilton. Like, it's not massive like the one I was just at. But I actually prefer the smaller conventions. The bigger ones like Heroescon, I'm like, I don't know if I'll do it again. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know if I will do it again. But, you know, we did it and we survived. So, yeah, but I don't know. Mad Monster Party and NC1's had a ton of cool kaiju stuff that year. I have Godzilla fan art, so maybe I'll do more kaiju stuff. If you guys have ideas for me to make for conventions, please let me know. Trying to smash my way out of this brony box people have put me in. I love MLP, don't get me wrong. But I never just did MLP related stuff. Even when I started, I didn't start doing MLP on YouTube. It was like, I think my very first review video was about The Little Mermaid, and then The Swan Princess, and then a couple of videos about the Batman Arkham games, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It just so happens that my MLP related stuff is the most popular content I have, and I consider that the vehicle that kept me going. I haven't posted a new video in 7 months, however. Dr. Wolf pointed that out to me. No, he didn't. He didn't point that out to me. I told him that because he messaged me yesterday saying that he was watching some of my old videos. And I was like, yeah, I haven't posted a new one in like 7 months. Really need to get back on that. You know, sometimes like my brain is just telling me that I need a break and I need just a little bit of a rethink, and you know, I'll circle back to the videos I have in the pipeline eventually. I have a video about the House of Mouse that I want to post. There's a collaborative project that myself and Silverquill have talked about doing for years. I don't think that's going to happen this year either because I'm just so damn busy. Me and Joey, Jasper Pie, Joey, we want to do another video together. Yeah, there's just so much stuff happening. Life is, yeah. Anyway, I need to switch back to the Wacom. There we go. You don't mind me asking if you've already decided who's your favourite slasher villain if you have one. Well, I have to admit, like some horror, fantasy, sci-fi, I'm not that big into slasher movies. So, and I don't really have a favorite slasher. Is Freddy Krueger a slasher? Technically not, but technically yes, technically not. I don't know, but yeah. Looking forward to the House of Mouse video. I'm really disappointed it's not on Disney Plus. Yeah, there's a lot. I actually talk about it in my video about why it's not on Disney Plus. There's a lot of properties that are shown on Disney that they do own them, but they, like some of the stuff like the Tarzan stuff, they don't own the certain names of the characters like 100%. They're still owned by the writer of Tarzan, so they can't really use the characters outside of the movie and series that they made based on the IP. That's why in House of Mouse, Tarzan and Jane don't really appear. Tantor does, but they don't have any speaking lines if memory serves me correctly. There's a whole bunch of music that Disney doesn't own the rights to, which kind of muddies the water a bit on whether or not they can use certain characters from musicals they've made, yada yada yada. It's a mess. It's the same as like why the Aladdin series isn't on Disney Plus, because there's a lot of references made by the genie in the Aladdin series that Disney doesn't really own. So therefore, streaming is different from the. I'm not being very articulate right now, so I'm probably going to say this wrong, and I'm probably factually incorrect here as well. But from what I remember reading, it was that streaming licenses in regards to what a company can stream is different to what they can televise. It's slightly different because obviously with streaming you don't have ad breaks, but with television you do. So you have more licensing when it comes to televised content when instead of streaming. So I'm probably not wording that right at all. I'm so bitter they won't put the Aladdin series of Buzz Lightyear Star Command, aka Lightyear done right. Yeah, the Buzz Lightyear series is one of my favourites for sure. Dave the Barbarian, yes. Dave the Barbarian is not on Disney Plus, last I looked. It's very complicated, yes. It's insanely complicated. I mean, like, people were saying, oh, everything that Disney's ever made is going to be on Disney Plus. I'm like, well, no, it's not. It's not. Not everything that Disney's ever made is going to be on Disney Plus. Everything that Disney owns might be on Disney Plus, but you know, it's certain silly symphonies are not on Disney Plus. They're only available in the DVDs collectors, and Song of the South is obviously not on Disney Plus either for very obvious reasons. Runaway Brain, which I made a video about, that's also not on Disney Plus. It's my favourite Mickey Mouse short. Occasionally watch the Buzz Lightyear show. I got a place to binge most, if not all, the episodes. I mean, yeah, this is it. It's like you can just watch things online. I'm not going to encourage people to pirate stuff, obviously. What, you know, support your local film and television industries for sure, but like they're kind of making it very hard to support that when we don't even own what we pay for, you know. Like something can be on streaming and you're watching it and the next minute it's like, oh, this is going to be taken down in a couple of weeks. I'm like, oh great, so we're paying for this service, but a lot of the stuff we're watching we can't watch again unless we capture it on PC, which is a grey area when it comes to legality. So yeah. Spectacular Spider-Man was on Disney Plus for a bit, then it got removed and now it's not streaming anywhere. That sucks. Honestly, for a long time I thought Disney just hated putting any of their 2000 shows on Disney Plus. It's not to do with hatred. It's a bit more complicated than that. It's not based on emotion whatsoever. Yeah, there's a lot of negotiations that. There's a reason why Disney bought Fox, put it that way. Okay. I'm going to open a drawing of Mary I was working on in my last stream. If I can find it. Hopefully I saved it. I did. There you are. No, I don't want to save over it. I want to open it. Open. That's all. There we are. Okay. Is it bad I want to see Jasper Pie, Spider-Man now, or Spider Cult? The only reason I keep HBO Max is because of Total Drama and because other people have profiles on it. Otherwise, I would have ditched it the minute they removed Ed, and Eddie. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. Why is OBS chat just a white box right now? That's weird. You just close the dockable window if you like to show it again. I mean, I can see the chat on the YouTube stream. That's not that big a deal, but it's just annoying that it's not there and I don't know why. Oh well, it's not important. Disney Plus gives me and the roomies our Blu-ray fix, so that's here to stay. Yeah, but there's one episode that's not on Disney Plus last time I checked. That's the pregnancy one. I think. It might be up there now. No, I don't want to talk to you right now. Go away. I don't have a drink in here. Darn it. Glad to see you again. I've gotten to 195 pages on my story. Glad to see. Yeah. Shriek set frequency only heard by dolphins. Alright, license-free music. License-free music, instrumental, chill. It's frustrating because I started playing this playlist, which said instrumental. And then... Oh wait, it's the different one. Never mind. Turn it down. How's that coming through? I'd say my biggest streaming service that I use the most is Tubi. It's my go-to for most of the stuff I like. Yeah, but Tubi, it's free, but you have to watch so many adverts, and I can't stand adverts. I just want to get to my shows and just watch them. This is too loud for me. Let's bring that down. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty good. Okay, nice. I am art. Yes, you are. I mean, there's also something I should be working on for my vendor table. I want to make a sign that sticks out from my backdrop. Kind of like those old, like when you're going down an old street and the sign is like sticking out toward the street instead of flush against the wall. I want to get one of those and it just says art on it, but it's like the art meme from the Iron Giant, but it's Maddie screaming it. Technically already drawn it, but I've drawn the pony version, not Dooney version. I don't think I have a Dooney version of that anyway. I watch most of my stuff online. I mainly do streaming series when I know something I want to watch is up there. Otherwise, I stick to it. Well, whenever you watch anything on the internet, it's streaming. But I understand what you mean. also funny? Oh, what's also funny is that YouTube also recently announced that YouTube Premium will have some ads now, and if you want no ads, you have to pay for a different version of YouTube Premium. I have not heard about that. I have YouTube Premium, and this is the first I've heard of that. What the hell are we paying for if we're going to get adverts? The whole point of having Premium is to not have adverts. I mostly watch Amazon Prime lately, watching reruns of The Young Ones again. Yes! Oh, Joey! Yeah, I was at Heroescon, right? And someone was walking by my table and they were wearing a Young Ones t-shirt. I freaked out. I shouted at him, "Is that Young Ones t-shirt?" And he span around in a circle and was like, "Yes, it is." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And then I just hid behind my table because I literally screamed at the guy. And then I saw him again the day after, and he was wearing a Rick Mail shirt. And I was like, "No, come here. I need to talk to you. You have good taste." Amazing taste. Also, yes, we've got a video! That person wins the convention. No. The person that wins the convention for me was... There was someone cosplaying Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. And he was walking by my table and I asked him, "Are you Shaun from Shaun of the Dead?" And he said, "Yes." And then I just said, "You've got red on you." It was just like the most simplest like cosplay ever. It's just a white shirt and tie with a cricket bat. And a name tag, obviously. But he was ginger, so he looked like Simon Pegg. It was great. Okay. And then there was another cosplayer that was dressed as, oh goodness. I can't remember the character's name because I'm so tired, but the green guy from Dragon Ball Z crossed with Alphaba. So they did the fusion dance, apparently. It was great. You know what? I am going to work on that sign. Piccolo, thank you! Piccolo. My brain. Yeah, we're going to do the art sign, I think. Let me check. I haven't done that already. I mean, I could just draw over an old pose I've already got. That's not cheating, it's saving time. I don't know. Should I do that or should I not? Nah, I'm gonna redraw it from scratch. But let's get the art meme. It's art. There we go. Art. Okay, so I need this. Hey Arcfire, I did see your message. I'm sorry I didn't reply to it. I'm not really on Facebook all that much. I know it posts stuff on there, but it's like stuff from Instagram posts straight on there. I mainly still have a Facebook because like that's one of the few ways I can still keep in touch with my family back home without spending stupid money on calls. But yeah, we're gonna do this, but it's Maddie. So I've drawn this meme a few times with other characters, but not with my own character. I've drawn the pony version. Oh, shut up. Good lord. No items match your search. Well, that's a load of bullshit, so excuse me. Sorry for swearing. I know it exists. Maddie. Oh, we haven't started a drawing yet. We were working on Mary, like this one, in the last stream. Heroescon was the convention I did over the weekend in Charlotte in North Carolina. I was talking about how exhausted I am after doing it. Why are you slowly not... Why are you not charging? No, okay, whatever. Oh, she's a brain fart. She is a brain fart. Mary Sue is a brain fart. She's the best brain fart. Lexcraft Mark Studios 101, thank you for subbing. My channel friends. Who are they? I have a lot of people that do YouTube that are friends, so I don't know who you mean. Maddie Art. Will that come up? Yes, there it is. Okay. Yeah, this one. I need to order more stickers of this for I hope that I'm doing HarmonyCon next year. Like Lightning Blaze or Juggle, Buggle, etc. Okay, yeah. Awesome possum. I am playing Super Mario 64 while watching this. Nice! I have never played that game. I missed out big time. Okay, now we're going to do the thing. And now, please don't lag, Photoshop. Please be nice to me today. There, okay. Currently working on Power Rangers thingy while watching y'all, trying to mentally prepare for a very long week. It will be worth it. I'll keep telling myself that too. So it took so long, my roommate had a queen size bed and our cats kept getting in the way wanting to play. Aww. Literally, I'm assuming is what the word you mean, went to the Comic-Con Fan Expo Dallas, Texas recently. Nice! Was there some guests there that you went to meet, or were you just checking out the art, or were you meeting some friends? What was happening there? I've been to Texas a couple of times because that's where HarmonyCon is. And I went there for a vacation with some friends and my husband a couple of years ago. Really want to go back at some point. Oh, this hand is further down, so... Okay. I would probably do like one of Mary doing this as well. Screaming art. I do have one of her screaming who ate the last cookie. That's a funny one. Prime Day is coming up at Amazon Fresh, which means put through the ringer while trying to meet other deadlines. Ugh. I'm sorry. It's a means to an end right now. Can everyone hear my music okay? I realize it's kind of quiet and it's more of a chill. I usually listen to heavy stuff, but why did I not? Okay, whatever. There. Okay, I'm going to make the brush bigger because we need to get this done faster because I am tired. There, it's better. The world is heavy, yes. Yes. Especially right now. Finishing dinner, then I'm going to play Bonkers on SNES and maybe draw if I have the energy. Yes. Drawing takes a lot of energy. It's almost like I know. Creating anything takes a lot of energy. Great Scott! Yes. I'm going to screw up this hand. I don't like the pose here. Painting here in GA USA. Oh, you're not far from me. I am based in North Carolina. It's hot. And I'm dehydrated, Bob. I went to my dog training class today and I was like, the class isn't happening outside today, is it? She's like, hell no. I was like, thank God. I just got out of the pool. We have a pool at our complex. Wish I could use it. It's always full of bratty kids and parents not paying attention. Yeah, I want to move. I'm a grumpy old woman. I want my own pool. But God is good and there is AC in my home. God is good. Okay. Again, we're just like roughing out stuff, so I'm not worried about things being... It doesn't look like Maddie yet. You know, we're just doing the pose right now. I'm probably going to have to change things. That's where her ear will be, so I need to change this arm. Okay. I live in Canada, eh? And we just got done the whole weekend of rain. Rain! I miss rain. It's also easier for me to go to conventions in Texas because I'm here living in Texas. Yes. Come to HarmonyCon. I also live in an apartment complex with a pool and I've been meaning to go swimming again. It's been so scorching where I live. I would go swimming if I wasn't allergic to yellow hornets. And guess what's everywhere at this time of year? Yellow hornets. I'm allergic to them. So I have to be very careful. And they like to be beside the pool. That's great. Art! Yeah, your arms are way too big, but that's fine. It's fine. Oop, well, New layer. There we go. That's better. That's fair. You gotta keep your priorities straight. I get that. I'm just throwing it out there because I'm hoping to go, and they announced their dates this week. So, I mean, we've already reserved a room and everything, but I'm like, hey, I don't know if I'm actually going, but you know, it's nice to feel wanted, you know. And I can only go there if I'm vending, because like traveling from North Carolina to Texas it's a decent amount of money. So yeah. I work at a golf club and we have pools. The adult pool filter blew up. Oh god. It's always nice to feel wanted. Yes, it is. We're going to just kind of make the pose more close to the way I drew her as a pony. I have this awful habit. I don't like drawing characters straight on. I hate that. My characters look... It's like when you see, if you watch The Simpsons and you see characters straight on, it just looks weird. Is it bad I want to see a Mad Munchkin parody of the Iron Giant with Mary as the Giant and Maddie as Hogarth and Lord as Agent Smith? Oh god. Do you mean, is it Langley? Mansley! That's his name. The only thing that sucks where I live is that both of our provinces have a tendency to catch fire. My god. Lord would not fit Lansley. Lord is not that paranoid or condescending. At least not in my brain. People are like, who's Lord? Yeah, most people don't know who Lord is, and that's perfectly fine. That's kind of the point. I'm changing the way the hands are. Only slightly. No, I don't like that. Is this an MLP thing? No, the thing I'm working on right now is not an MLP thing, but I have my character in her pony form at the bottom because I'm basically redrawing that as Dooney Maddie. Car was also totaled? Do you mean totaled? It was a nice Dodge a Dodge Charger. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can't believe how far you've come all these years. So awesome seeing you grow and move to the States, and wow, time flies. Tell me about it, man. It's insane. So much has happened since then. It's like, it's weird. Like, if I had never started YouTube, I don't know where I would be. I really don't. like, I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, but big things have happened for me as a result of starting YouTube, for sure. I mean, I got married, for one thing, as a result. Moved to another country. Good lord. And I'm lucky to be able to vend at conventions and then have people recognize me. That's kind of cool. I am not comfortable in my chair. Keeps making weird noises every time I move. Probably back in Scotland doing some ad jobs while arting in your spirit. Do you mean odd jobs? Just finished the day job show. It's good. The day job show? What's that? Why is it always odd jobs? Why never even jobs? Respect the math, dang it. I know. Question, what do you think about the MOP G6 leaks? There's G6 leaks? Like, are they legit? Or is it just like someone's taken fan art and said, hey, look at the G6 leaks? Because the same thing happened with G quote unquote G5 leaks. And it was nothing to do with G5. That happened like a couple of years before G5 was a thing. It's a load of nonsense. I'm like, what are your sources? Is what I'm asking. I don't know. I've not seen them. Auto correct, I swear. Sometimes fans make, yeah. It's a new indie YouTube show. It's a slice of life comedy. If you need a good show, if you need a positive review. Okay. It was a rhetorical question, Waluigi, but yeah. You're right. Oh, okay. There is, isn't much, but it's interesting. It looks like a combination of both G4 and G5, and as for my sources, let me explain that in a sec. And it's camp for getting their cutie marks. Okay, I think this is fan-made stuff. I don't think it's legit. Even jobs are evening jobs. Oh. It's about some losers who work at a bowling alley and they have a hard-ass boss. Okay. I'll have to check it out. Don't know anything about it. The gasp. You mean the internet lies? Next, I suppose you'll tell me that YouTube would do something like air in a pro ads. I don't know what that is. I've kind of given Maddie some of Mary's body type. Oh, inappropriate. Right. Okay. you were trying to be clever, I get that, but I'm dyslexic. So my brain didn't register with that was what you were typing. Yeah, the arm needs to be... I mean, it's working, it's fine. It doesn't have to be exactly like the meme. And she's looking a bit like a goblin right now. Fix that. Art! No, the Jasper brain confuzzled the Maddie. No, what happened is this has happened with other people as well. Like, if people, they're writing words how they say them, not how they're spelled. And my dyslexic brain can figure out what they're typing, because that's the joy of dyslexia. It can fill the gaps. But that's also the problem with dyslexia. It can fill the gaps with the wrong thing sometimes as well. So sometimes when people write a word like that, like how Joey just did, my brain won't register what it actually is. So yeah, that's me. I'm so broken. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, Spicy Grill, you take care. Thanks for dropping by. Wash your hands, put your shopping cart away, wear your seatbelt, all that nonsense. Okay, this is inspiring me to draw my OC like this. Another idea randomly popping into my head. Go for it! As my hubby does when I say, hey, I want to do this. And, like, I'll just say this random thing that I want to do. And he's like, go for it! I'm like, okay. Doing it then. Next thing I know, I'm like, there's like all these people drawing the art meme. Art! It has to be, they have to be cross-eyed. Don't you mean, do it! No, because my hubby says go for it instead of do it. It's not the meme. The leaks of My Little Pony G6 first appeared on Russian-speaking web. That's not real then. If it, sorry, if it was posted on a Russian-speaking website, it's not real. They're not real. They're not official. Got like 5 ideas I love watching, then drawing my OC with them. I just don't have the energy some days, but when I do, watch out. Okay, so to roll back the clock for a moment. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah, but I haven't seen the leaks, but I don't trust any sources that are posted on a Russian-speaking website first. Probably silly, but all of the horse famous MLP YouTubers back in the day, you, Maddie, was always my favorite OC persona. Gracias, senor. That's not silly. I've got like 5 ideas for people I love watching and then drawing my OC with them. I just don't have the energy someday. Oh wait, I already read that, sorry. Shotgun taken down by Hasbro. It's not because it was real leaks, it was probably because it was copyright infringement. like maybe it was like something AI generated, maybe it was something fan made, and they claimed it to be G6, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Quite often leaks are usually like not from the show itself, but it's actually art made for the merch that they're making to promote the stuff. That's how the G5 leaks happened. The official Hasbro G5 leaks. I don't mean the fan stuff that was paraded around like G5 leaks. Maddie just accepted a compliment. It finally happened. I know, I had a growing moment. Are you proud of me? I hope you're proud of me, Frost. Yeah, I understand. Grain of salt, I know. And my apologies if I'm coming across as, like, incredibly negative, but I'm a very cynical person. So, yeah. Either way, I'm waiting for an official announcement, and even then, I'm still kind of burnt out from G5. They had no idea what they were doing post-movie. The movie was good. For the most part. I made several videos about it, actually. Personally, I did, D-I-D, not D-U-D, not grew up with W-I-T-H MLP at first. Sure, I watched it, since S-I-N-C-E. A few years after G4 came out, but I was more of a sci-fi Star Wars guy, and as for YouTube, F-O-R, YouTube being YouTube being Minecraft, but being what? Okay. But still love MLP. Okay. No, it's fine. I understand. Like, just my dyslexia brain was reading what you were typing. I tried watching G5, but it just didn't grab me, so I moved on to better things. Most people did. Yeah. Okay, I don't like how I've drawn these hands. So I'm just gonna do some reworking. Yes, I know, blah blah blah. My lasso tool yelling at me. Ah, no, don't want to do that. Damn it. What are you doing? Jeez. The FNAF fandom has been insane the past year or two. The FNAF fandom has been insane since day one of the FNAF fandom. The FNAF fandom do not like me because I had the gall to say that the games are not scary. Well, they're not. I don't find jump scares scary. It's gimmicky. And I also don't find animatronics scary. Like, the games themselves are not that interesting to me. The lore behind the games, yes. That's where it's interesting. The games themselves, no. Not a fan. That's why the fandom don't like me. Because I have the goal to say a certain IP is not perfect. Oh my god, I'm a monster. Same with the Has Been and Hell of a Boss fandom. They don't like me either. But whatever. I don't care. Okay. Hell, even some of the MLP fandom, most of the MLP fandom don't like me either, so. Let's just say, for the most part, that everybody here does not like me. Let's just assume. Yeah. And guess what? I don't care. I like me. Joey likes me. Because he just said that in the chat. My hubby likes me. My dog likes me. That's more than enough for me. But that's not the only part that slightly gets, is the jump scares. The only main I say that is scary is the FNAF Into the Pit game. Into the Pit is maybe one of the only games I actually found genuinely creepy. maybe not creepy, but like, well, yeah, creepy, because there's tension throughout all the FNAF games, but it never felt like it built to anything. It was just this worry, oh no, I'm going to get a jump scare, oh no, I'm going to get a jump scare. You knew that you were going to get a jump scare. Whereas in Into the Pit, you didn't know what was going to come at you. Maybe a jump scare, maybe, you know, you don't know because it was a platform game. Anyway. Hey, I've made FNAF fan art. I mean, I can, like, it's bizarre, like, let me see if I can word this properly without sounding like a douche. You can like something without being blind to its flaws, but also not be a dick toward other people that don't see the flaws. You know what I mean? Like I don't like Hell of a Boss all that much. I don't like Hazbin Hotel all that much. I've made videos about it. Okay, rephrase that. I do like the show, but I don't like it enough to say that it's perfect. It's far from perfect. From the writing standpoint, is the writing for Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel is some of the worst I've ever seen. But I'm not going to tell a fan that, oh, because you like this show, you're a bad person. I'm not going to be a dick, you know? It's like, I'm talking about a show and a TV, or a movie or a video game or whatever. I'm talking about that. I'm not going to slag off the person that made it, or slag off fans or whatever. I don't think I'm that kind of person. Because I know what it feels like to have someone tell you, if you like this thing, there's something wrong with you. I literally said that earlier in the stream. However, I am going to stand up for myself if someone that is a fan, or even the creator of the thing, does something questionable toward me. I am going to stand up for myself. I don't like VivziePop. I don't think she's a nice person. But I like the stuff she makes. I like the stuff that she's done for independent animation. It's just sad that the few interactions that I've had with her have not been good. So, yeah, but I'll leave it at that. You know, it's like she's not a bad person. It's just, there's just some things, the way that she conducts herself, I don't agree with. Anyway, let's move on to something else. I'm not in love with the show. No, I'm not. The FNAF movie was really good. It was really good, right? They're coming out with a FNAF 2 movie soon. Also, I agree with you, and that's a reasonable explanation. I'm going to head out. I can barely hear you, and then I get blasted by the ads when I turn the volume up. Ah, sorry to hear that. Has there been a problem with my audio this entire time? Am I too quiet? Or is the music too loud? I mean, I've got my input volume as high as it will go. I mean, I'm peeking into the red. You can hear me fine. Okay. Well, I don't know, okay. So it's not my problem, it's their problem. Okay. Well, that sucks. You're gonna have an ear, but it's gonna be covered by this hand, so you need to actually move a little bit this way. No, you don't. That looks weird. Okay, fine. We're just gonna have the ear intersect the hand. That's gonna look strange. We're not gonna discuss the, we're not gonna discuss that, Lexcraft, in the stream. Thank you. I am gonna soldier what topics we discuss in the stream, and that is one of them. Off the table. I am married to a veteran, and talking about that kind of stuff is not something I want to do. Very true about what you said. Like, I like Hotel Transylvania, but I still see its flaws while still enjoying it. Yeah, Hotel Transylvania is fun. I like it. I love the style of it. Yeah. No, you're good. You're fine. You didn't know. Okay, Maddie's looking a bit like a Vulcan right now. We will fix that. We will fix it in post. And knowing is half the battle. Excuse me, burping down the mic now. There. There we go. Although I have always been hyped up for the TV show Stranger Things, especially when a new series comes out. You're excited for the next season of Stranger Things? Yes. Yeah. When is that out again? Or is it out already and I've just not realised? Oh, wait, I need to fix this so their hair comes out like this. There, that's better. Art! Maddie has abs. Well, everyone has abs, but, like, you're not gonna see the abs. It's just drawing the anatomical structure of the character before adding the details. Okay, so Maddie has a little bit of a gut on her, so let's draw that. I think her head is just a little bit. It needs to come up a bit. Okay. What do you mean the empty? Shut up. Stupid. Flexing on chat. Oh, it's coming in November. Ooh, we are gonna eat well in November and December if that's the case, because if Stranger Things is out in November, Fallout Season 2 will be out around November, December as well. Ooh. I'm gonna eat good at that time of year. Oh, that means I need to do some Stranger Things stuff for my Christmas shows. Okay. I think on November 26th is the new season. Oh, I already read that. No venison. needs to move. My music's doing that weird wobble thing, which I hate. And the beat is slightly off time. Hate that. License free. Chill. Squid Game is having a new season come out this Friday. Okay, is it the actual Squid Game or is it like the American game show? Because the new season is already out. I just haven't watched it yet. Well, it was out a while ago. I haven't watched it yet. What? Game new season release date. Apparently it was outside on June 27th. So yeah, this Friday. Okay. New Pal World. Ugh, okay. I'm not really into Pal World. I'm not much of a gamer anymore. Music, that's what I was doing. Music! Where are you? I like the music we were just listening to. Chill. Let's do some acid jazz. Let's see what we get with that. But I'm happy that you're happy, Frost. My hubby likes Pal World. I think someone sent me a copy of it on Steam, but it's someone I don't know. I'm like, okay, thank you, but I don't really want to play it. What kind of music do I prefer? It depends what mood I'm in, honestly. Relax jazz, cafe, not guitar, acid jazz. Best acid jazz, jazz, funk, soul, acid groove. Instrumental, there we go. This is what, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like jazz, I like metal. I like to think I have quite an eclectic taste when it comes to music. I've been listening to a lot of Air. It's like really old, like chill music I used to listen to in high school. Rediscovered them recently. Yeah, I know it's basically Pokemon with guns, but I'm like, I don't actually like this. This is not good. It's like jazz, but it's synthetic jazz. You can tell that it's not real instruments playing it. It's like someone's playing it on a synthesizer keyboard, and the sound bites they've got just don't sound right to me. So let's find something else. How's this? Oh, that's... No, definitely not. Okay. Licensed free. Okay, let's not do that. Let's do some Celtic stuff. Let's go to the Old Faithful. Instrumental D&D. How's that? There we go. That's better. Darn it. Okay. Yeah. Brought it back. Celtic, New Age, or soft jazz have become faves for winding down and long hours of reading for me. Yeah. Yeah, the weather's pretty bad here, so I can only imagine what it's like for you in Texas. Yeah, it's 85 Fahrenheit right now for me in North Carolina. And it was pushing the 90s earlier. Not fun. Last time I remember it was 137 degrees. What? 137? What? Yeah, I'm like, that can't be right. 137. That's like 58 degrees Celsius. What the heck? Yeah. Anyway. As exciting as it is about talking about the weather, let's talk about something else. So, cheese, I like it. Discuss. No, I'm kidding. I can't. I'm lactose intolerant. Ah! Art. Oh, she looks like a gremlin. I need to fix that. She's an art gremlin. I heard about the bird. I heard that it's the word. Everybody's heard about the bird. And that's where I'm going to bring that to a stop because I don't want the stream to be taken down. Ooh. This is when I'm just figuring out stuff. There we go. That's better. You are terrible. Your name is Waluigi. It kind of comes with the territory. I really need to go and use the bathroom, so I will be right back. I'm going to write that on the screen. BRB. I gotta go potty. Never mind. Okay. It said BRB on the screen. Alright, I am back. I did say I was going for a potty break. Anybody hear a joke? Want to hear a joke? Yes, my face. There. There's a joke for you. No I think you mean deprecation. What do you call a hearse that's been painted brown? A Hershey. Interesting. Tired. Ever heard of something called Meow Wolf? Nope. Now for compliments. No! No compliment. Why? No! Maddie is a sweet and kind person. Her art is lovely and she's hilarious. No. Bad, Frost. Bad. I'm hungry. I think I'll have some venison. Hey, yes, I accepted them earlier. I can accept them now. I never once said that I was a consistent person. 1 minute, I might like eggs. The next minute, I might not like eggs. That was a weird sentence that came out of my mouth. That was such a Maddie line. Oh, was that just posted today? Or probably not. That's an old one. Okay. Yeah, that's an old one. So I am being distracted by Adam Savage tested videos. Okay. Stop looking at YouTube. But I'm a YouTuber. Doesn't matter. Stop looking at it. I have a lovely laugh. You haven't seen what I laugh at. Well then. Maddie's videos are fun to watch, and her streams are entertaining. She has amazing friends because she is amazing. Probably better than what I laugh at. I don't know. Like, earlier in dog training class, my dog George did something really dumb. We were, my husband had some treats for him, and then George did something wrong, so then my husband put, like, his index finger, like, went no, like, his index finger was in his face, and then George, like, put his, he didn't bite him, but he kind of just went nom over his finger because he thought it was a treat. It was so funny. Watching your art is a treat in itself. Well, people, you have more important things to do with your time than watch me draw, so I appreciate you being here. You think my accent is cool? Have you heard the Russian accent? Wow, now that's an accent. And that tells you a lot about me. Okay. You have no life. Yes, you do. You have a life. You have a wonderful life that God gave you. Use it. Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to preach at you. Anyway. This stream is fun to watch. Holds up a can of essence of what? No, this is not an accent. I have my own movie and series I am working on. Wow. Impressive. This music is nice. It makes me want to listen to the Interstellar soundtrack. That's my favourite soundtrack ever for any movie. It's the Interstellar sound score music. I love that movie. I'd sit and listen to that music forever. But I can't listen to it on stream because it's licensed. What is your movie and series about that you're working on? I am drawing Maddie doing the art meme from Iron Giant. Nope. Train. I have a train going by my window. You guys probably couldn't hear it. Trains with faces, Thomas and... what? Trains with faces, Thomas and... so this is a fan thing, it's not your own thing. I'm confused. Your favourite movie soundtrack is Tangerine Dream's Legend. I don't know what that is. There we go. Oh, I think I need to move it over just a tad. Is her arm too short? Is that the problem? No, I think it's the hand I need to move. You think you're a Mad Munchkin? Let me share something on Discord with you. Okay. Oh, it's the movie soundtrack for Legend. I'm dumb. Okay. So when you said you were working on your own movie and TV series, I assumed that it was like your original concept. This sounds like a it's heavily inspired by Thomas the Tank Engine. I mean, that's still cool. Like a fan made thing is still cool that you're working on that, but I would say that you're working on a like a fan thing. You have 2 episodes out? Well, feel free to share them here or, you know, love to check it out. Like, is it fully animated or something? Where's the thing you were going to post? Did you post it in the Discord server? Blame Mary Sue. I blame Mary Sue for my lack of participation in the server. Okay. Yes, my Discord server is patron exclusive. If you would like to join that, there is a link in the description below that will take you to my Patreon, where you can join my server. But yeah, Cade and NWR15 Productions. Feel free to share your project either here or send it to me on Instagram or Twitter or something. I'd love to check it out. Yeah, can we avoid typing in all caps, please? Thank you. Sorry. I find that very distracting. It's like like if you're in a room with people and someone is just screaming really. I know I'm drawing a character screaming, but yeah, it's very distracting. So I'd appreciate if you didn't type in all caps, guys. Thank you. Frost. Well, I can't watch that because it will stream over OBS to other people. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's like I don't have it as a rule. It's just a personal preference, that's all. Okay. The reason I say for people not to do that is because we did have problems with people doing that constantly. And yeah, it gets really annoying. I'm not mad. I'm just pointing it out. I have the philosophy that if you're annoyed about something, you say so instead of letting it sit and stew, because then that's why people explode with anger, because they keep it in. And I don't want to do that. I like the way that hair is doing. Let's do that. Much better. Okay. Since I'm Canadian, we either say a or sorry at the end of our sentences, so you'll hear it either way. Sorry. Ah, you're Canadian. Okay. That's why you apologize for everything. Now I understand. It all makes sense now. I'm going to say something I never thought I would say. I've drawn Maddie's hat too small. Would you mind if I sent them on Discord, because I tried sending one of them here and the text didn't turn blue, if you know what I mean. Are you in my Discord server? I mean, I did say you can send it to me on Twitter or Instagram. I don't really feel comfortable getting messages from people on Discord I don't really know. My apologies if you're already in the Discord server. Like, I don't know, because sometimes people have different names on YouTube as they do on Discord, and I don't know that they're the same person. So, yeah. I'm just a small YouTube person. I don't know. Yeah, I don't accept friend requests from people on Discord. Sorry. It's a security measure I have in place. Because being a content creator comes with some... Yeah. Let's just end that topic there. Sorry. But you can still send it to me on my Twitter or Instagram. That's easier to find than my Discord. I'm a big believer on keeping yourself safe online, so I tend to not... Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, well, it's up to you. The offer is there for you to send it to me on Twitter or Instagram. The links for that are in the description, so... Okay. Waldo is easier to find than Maddie's server. Why do you guys call it Waldo? It's Wally. Where's Wally was made in the UK, but then when it went to the US, they changed it to Waldo. Never understood why. Your hat needs to be taller than that. Hey, Mastercode. They should change it to where's Mastercode, much catchier. Yeah, I have the same name on YouTube and Discord. Yes, okay. I don't see a friend request anyway, so... I mean, did you send the friend request today? Could be a similar character thing, like with Dennis the Menace. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Yes. I don't know, but I think the American Dennis the Menace came first. Do you want me to send an invite to the other art stream? Huh? What other art stream? I'm confused. I'm just an old woman. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Help. Hmm. There's another art stream soon there. I don't know who Art Pizza Podcast is. Alrighty. You sent it to me on Instagram. Let's take a look then. I can't click on the, okay. Let me mute OBS for a second. Yeah, that is, yeah, that's, okay. I'm not, that's why I muted OBS, so it wouldn't be streamed. Welcome back, Let's Craft. So here's the thing, like, I'm happy to support other people and their projects and stuff. That's fine. Or if someone else is doing a stream and they're, you know, wanting viewership, that's fine if I know them. But if it's someone I don't know, that's, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. No, it's because I don't know. Here's the thing, I don't know who you are. I don't know who they are, and you just you just asked, do you want me to send you an invite to the other art stream? The way that it was worded, mate, it sounded like you were kind of asking people to leave my stream and go to theirs, and yeah, that's kind of rude. Sorry, I'm just being honest with you. Okay, that's fine. That's just how it came across. I'm just being honest. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just bear in mind, like, next time, just like just say hi first, and then like talk about stuff that you want to promote. That's fine. You know. Honestly, is the best policy. I hope I don't come across as a dick. I'm just telling you how it comes across so that you can make changes for next time. That's all. Just a little change. That's all. It would be a bit like if I, you know, you said something earlier, it just got overlooked. Where? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, I don't see another message from you. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, the first one was, I am joining another art stream at the top of the hour. Want to join that one? That's the one I'm talking about. Did you post one prior to that? It's not a big deal. It's just common courtesy, that's all. I mean, I hope that the stream goes well for everyone involved. I just not I don't really want to do that while I'm doing my own stream. If it's happening at the same time. I can't be in two places at once, you know. Anyway. It would be like a bit like, I'll give an example. Like say I don't know, Lightning Bliss was doing a stream and I was doing a stream at the same time. Now me and her are really good friends, like really close friends. So like we might hop into each other's streams, but I don't think we would ever say, oh hey guys, come to my stream instead of this one. You know. I mean, we might say it as a joke, but we're not being serious, you know. So yeah. Anyway. If it was someone I knew, that'd be a different story, but it's I don't know them, so that's how it came across, so I'm just being honest with you there. Okay, talk about something else. Or, vendors. I'm a vendor, art vendor at conventions, and Artist Alley can be very competitive. I have the philosophy I try to make friends with my neighbors instantly if I can. Doesn't always work, but I'll say hi instantly, say who I am, da 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 da. And say like if you need to go for like a bathroom break or whatever, I can watch your table for you and break the ice instantly. Makes the day a lot easier. If you're sitting next to someone you don't know, it's good to just say hi right away. It's hard, but I try to do it as soon as I can. It is easy when you have a service dog. That usually breaks the ice immediately, but yeah. I had an experience at BronyCon 2019 where unfortunately I had a really crappy neighbor. Some of you will remember BronyCon 2019 if you were there. I had a corner cubicle with silver quill, and we had Lightning Bliss was on the table further down, but we were on a corner, so the neighbor next to us we didn't know. But what they were selling isn't important, but just the stuff they were selling, I'm like, I question why they were at a Brony convention selling the particular stuff they were. Anyway, day of setup, these people arrived late and decided to leave a pile of black bags full of trash right in front of my table. And it was about an hour before setup. So I thought, hour before opening. And so I kept looking at the trash thinking, oh, surely they'll move it because the vendor hall's going to open shortly. Half an hour before the show opens, the trash is still there. I'm not going to move it. It's not my trash, and I don't know what's in it, and I'm not wearing gloves, so I don't want to touch someone else's trash in case there's something in there that, will cause problems. You don't know. You don't know what's in someone else's trash, or you never touch someone else's trash. Anyway, it's not my responsibility either. So then, 15 minutes before the show opens, and I'm like, okay, this is really pissing me off. So I decide I haven't said hi to them yet because we're busy setting up, but there's stuff I'm trying to do at the front of my table that I can't do because of all this trash in front of my table. So I go and ask them, hey, are you guys going to be moving the bags that you've left in front of my table? They ignored me. And they heard me because I was not 3 feet away from them. So I walked back to my table and said to Silverquill that I spoke to our neighbours to move the trash because he was getting concerned as well. And I told him that they ignored me, so he's like, okay, I'll go over and speak to them. So he does that, and he comes back, and he's got his chin on his chest. And I was like, did you ask them to move the trash? And he was like, well, yeah, but they also told me to F off. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. So then, of course, the vendor hall opens, and we're YouTubers, so of course, we have a line of people. But there's all this trash bags lying around, and people are standing on it. And I'm worried that someone's going to trip and hurt themselves or something. I don't know if there's glass in there. You know, you don't know, which is why I wanted them to move the stuff. So I just went from behind my table and moved the trash to their vendor area. Because we had a crowd of people at our tables. And we had asked them to move it twice, and they didn't. So yeah, that was day one. And then, because we're YouTubers, we would have a line of people wanting stuff to sign or whatever. And some of the people coming to our table were telling me that our neighbours, the people that left trash in front of our table, were going in the line and asking people from my line to go to their vendor table. And yeah, more stuff happened that I won't go into. There's no point. But talking about like, I'm happy to, like I just said, like, promote someone else's work in a stream, whatever. That's fine. Or like, I don't like it if someone joins a stream purely for that purpose. Because it feels like they're trying to steal my audience, and I don't like that. I find that very rude. And it's the same with a vendor if they're trying to steal someone's custom. And it's... yeah. I know that wasn't like this... it wasn't your intention of doing that. I'm just telling you that that's how it came across to me. That's all. I know that was not your intent, and I appreciate that. Just keep that in mind for the future if you're wanting to promote something. So just have common courtesy and say hi first. Other names I can think of, but I think you want this to be PG. Ideally, yeah, but I won't tell you what other things they did. But okay, I won't tell you the exact same thing. I won't tell you exactly what happened, but let's just say not only were the security of the convention called to our table, but the security for the venue were also called. And I'll just leave it at that. Use your imagination. Nothing violent, but yeah, it was getting to that point. Because I'm a pacifist, but I have a line. Anyway. I don't think that person's even here anymore, but whatever. I've had all kinds of stuff happen in my live streams, actually. That was nothing. It's not a big deal. It's fine. Just I think one of the worst things that happened at a convention was, well, the thing that I can't mention that happened at Heroescon on a live stream. I can't talk about that. One of the worst things, and I will start talking about the good things. Sometimes when you make analytical content or reviews and you'll say something that someone will disagree with and they'll take it personally and they'll make it their mission in life to harass you, and they will make every effort to find a way to meet you in person. And I had someone heckle me during a panel at UK PonyCon way back in the day, and then they came to my table to harass me, but they were hiding behind anonymity. I had no clue who they were, but then they told me who they were, expecting me to react. Then I just said, oh, okay, well, I have better things to do right now, so go do your own thing. We're done talking. You're not worth my time. It's basically what I said to them. What were they? I don't know. Were they expecting to make like someone that's in their mid-30s cry? Come on. There's more important things in life than worrying about what some asshole on the internet said about a cartoon show you like. If you disagree with it, okay. You disagree with what I said. That doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make me a bad person either. It's not like I kicked your dog or something. It's, you know. It's like, oh, you know what? Yeah. Here's another example. I was cosplaying Disney Hades at GalaxyCon, and that's a massive convention that happens in Raleigh, North Carolina. And this guy that was dressed as one of the Doctor Who's, I don't know which one, the one with the long scarf. I can't remember what number that one is. Yeah, this person decided to come up to me and looked at my cosplay and said, oh, I hate that movie. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they continued because they thought that somehow opened up a conversation opportunity, and said that the reason why I don't like it is because I am a Greek mythology buff. And then they said something about Hera that was incorrect. And my husband, who is a dungeon master, overheard that. And if you play D&D, you know that a dungeon master needs to know a heck of a lot of folklore and mythology from various cultures and religions, etc., to be a dungeon master. And so this person decided to take him on as a debate after insulting his wife. Yeah, that was smart. He walked away with his head between his legs. Or tail between his legs. No, head between his legs. Head's up his arse. I don't know. But the thing is, the vendor that we were talking to at the time saw this happen, and they came out from behind their table to ask if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I have thick skin. I know that movie's it's like, if you want like accuracy when it comes to Greek mythology, watch a bloody documentary. Don't watch a Disney movie. Any Disney movie. None of them are accurate to their source material whatsoever. They're not going to educate you. If you want to be educated on Greek mythology, the last movie you should ever watch is Disney Hercules. And I'm saying that, and that's my favourite movie ever made. And even within that, it has story inaccuracies and, you know, all sorts of problems with it. But it means a lot to me, so that's why I dressed up as one of the characters. But if you see someone dressed as a character from a movie or a TV show you don't like, you don't go up to them and say, oh, I hate that movie. What is wrong with people? Like, come on. I mean, I'm sure that if I'm not a Doctor Who fan, guys, right? But I don't hate it. But at the same time, I'm not going to walk up to a random stranger that's dressed as a Doctor Who character and say, oh, I'm not really into that show, and here's why. Like, who does that? What? Why? Why? And it's kind of sad, because now every time I see someone cosplaying as a Doctor Who character, I remember that moment. It sucks. You're getting mad, Maddie, tonight. It's almost like it's in my name or something. Black Cauldron, and I hear nothing but negatives from that movie. I like the Black Cauldron. I like how dark it is. I just wish that it went all the way with being dark. Can't stand Gurgi. I don't like his voice, it annoys me. But other than that, I loved the Horned King. I loved the world. I loved the witches. It was just fun. And they took a chance with it, but it's like they didn't take it all the way. That was the mistake they made. They kind of chickened out a bit. Want to talk about more happy things? Yes, I do. Want to talk about more happy things. Do you want me to... Gurgi, I just find his voice annoying. That's all. Yeah. Don't really watch much Disney. I mean, they almost did. They almost did, yeah. That's the point. They almost did. But they chickened out. Happy things. Happy stories with conventions. So, one of my favourite stories I like to tell, and this happened at UK PonyCon, I can't remember what year. I was vending there, and I had my pony character, Maddie, the pony version of my character, Maddie, on the table. I mean, it's an MLP convention, and of course I'm going to have that. But there was someone that came to my table who pointed at Maddie and said Maddie out loud to the person that they were with. So they came to my table and they bought an art print and they wanted a picture with me. And then they walked away, and then the person that they were with said to me, "That's my son. He is mute. He is autistic and he's mute," and he pointed at your character and said her name. That's insane. Like, what the heck? He didn't say a word to me, but he said my character's name. Apparently. So, I didn't hear him, but yeah. That is one of my favourite moments from any con I've ever done. That was awesome. That was very heartwarming. And then, obviously, Heroescon 2019, my husband proposed to me during a TF2 panel. So that should have been my first thing I said. But yeah, that day was a blur. It really was a blur. Yeah, we're just talking and not drawing. Yeah. Okay, so try this. Black Cauldron almost went super dark with a scene of certain characters being unalived. Yes, all of those scenes are on YouTube and on the DVD is uncut, and someone put together the cut clips and certain deleted scenes together so that the version that should have been released is, you can watch it. It's fan made, but you know, it's there. It's what could have been, what should have been. funny thing, I've also seen what could have been stuff. What? Wait. Funny thing, I've also seen what could have been stuff with Wish made by fans. Yes. I made a video about Wish. A lot of it is basically people like showing the concept art from the art book, showing the human version of Star and saying, hey, look at what could have been, or how the king and queen were supposed to be a villain duo. A lot of what I've seen from fans has been that. Just that. I'm like, there's so much more problems with the movie than just that. But that's what the movie isn't. They don't really talk about what the movie is. So, yeah. But, I mean, that's the whole point of the what could have been stuff. But, you know what I mean. If I might share a great con moment, I was in line to meet Peter Cullen, the OG voice of Optimus Prime, and he asked me how my day was, and it led to him giving me a high five. Nice. I haven't had something like that happen, like someone high-five me, like a celebrity or whatever. Not really had anything like that. Like, I like to keep somewhat of a distance. You know, the whole parasocial interaction thing. It's like, yeah, let's just be respectful. These people don't know me, so I'm not gonna, like, yeah. It's just like sometimes, like, as a YouTuber, sometimes I meet people that, like, they'll instantly go in for a hug without asking. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know you, kind of thing. So I'm like, hey, let's just do a handshake. We can do a handshake. That's fine. Because it's like, oh, well, my husband's sitting right there, so he might not appreciate you hugging me. Anyway, but when it comes to, like, me meeting celebrities, like, I don't really like even getting photo ops with them. I just like having signatures and having a quick chat with them, and that's about it. I do have a picture with me with Lauren Faisal and Andrea Libman, but again, I felt really awkward about doing that. It just felt weird. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really going to do that anymore. Doug Jones will be the possible exception. I'd be like, no, I want a photograph with him. My brain is like, no, you want a photograph with him. You're like, okay, fine. Hopefully it will happen. That picture of Dean reminds me of a thing I saw Iron Giant recently on here on the free ad site of YouTube. To whoever is making the FWA page on here, thank you and God bless you. Okay. I'm happy to take pictures with people when I'm at cons if they ask. Like, what I don't like is when people take pictures of you without asking. Or they take pictures of your art without asking. I hate that. I hate that big time. I've learned now to just say, hey, do you have an Instagram? Like, you know, if you're taking pictures of stuff, because then I can see your pictures of, you know, you're taking pictures of my table, so yeah. Let's connect that way. And sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, I have an Instagram. I'm like, okay. Or sometimes, like, if someone's just whip out their phone, they see a piece of art they like and they just take a picture of it, then sometimes, depending on the moment, I will say, hey, just a heads up, some vendors might not like you taking pictures of their merch. It's good to ask first. Like, one I learned that you choose kindness first, you know? Doesn't always work, but I try to use kindness first. There was a photographer at Charlotte Comic Con last year, and they had this massive, like, SLR camera with a flash on it, and they were taking pictures of vendor tables without asking, with the flash on, and I'm like, gee, it's a good job I don't have epilepsy. It's like, flash photography is not okay. Like, the official photographers that are hired to take photos at these events, like, even they don't usually use flash photography at their booths. Sometimes they do, but usually they don't. And that person really annoyed me. Because they just took a picture, like, and then just walked away. I'm like, that's kind of rude. Anyway. Does James Woods ever show up at any conventions? No, the guy is retired. And as much as I love the characters he plays, I do not want to meet him. I like the characters he plays. I'm not the biggest fan of him as a person. Just go to his Twitter feed and you'll understand why. Need I say more? I'm gonna make this brush bigger. What is being asked for is civility and kindness, which I believe we need more of these days. It's like you can, like, let's see if I can word this properly. Let's see. Formulation. You can admire someone's craft, but also, like, that doesn't mean you have to like them as a person. Like, and vice versa. I like to think that once someone's created a thing, it no longer belongs to them, it belongs to the world. And, you know, just because you like art by a thing, just because you like something created by someone that has questionable views that don't align with your own, that doesn't automatically mean that you endorse what they believe in if you disagree with it, if that makes sense. Like the art, not the artist. I don't like the phrasing of that, but that is essentially what I'm saying. But, yeah, because it's like... I don't want to say her name, but I think you can all guess who I'm talking about when I say this. That a certain franchise about magical school, for instance, was a series of books and franchise, movies even, that a lot of people connected with because it was like, it was an escape from a mundane, cruel world into a world they were instantly accepted into. And a lot of people wanted that because they don't feel like they belong in the world they're in. They might come from a cruel home or whatever, or like they're trans or, you know, whatever, and they see this IP as it mirrors their experience and they want to escape the world they're in and go to that world because they will be accepted there. But sadly, said person that created said world has ridiculous views on how the world works. But just because you like the books or the movies, that doesn't mean that you support what they say. If that makes sense. Okay. Especially if you like the movies, because remember, although she owns the IP, she wasn't the only person that worked on the movies. Okay, let's change the topic, because this is making me uncomfortable. It's just like I'm sure people will like, they won't like me as a person, but they might like my videos or my art, or they might not like my videos and art, but would like me as a person. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. This is a weird world we live in. Oh, my favorite Ghibli movie? Princess Mononoke. I think I've seen them all. Like all of the Ghibli movies. I haven't seen the most recent one. The Boy and the Heron. I haven't seen that one. Howl's Moving Castle is an easier watch than Princess Mononoke. I've definitely watched Howl's Moving Castle more often than Mononoke, but I think Mononoke is definitely my favorite one. I love the story, I love the world, I love the main character, and of course I love I love all animals, but like dogs especially. I love dogs. So the wolves in that movie, yes, I love them. They're just wonderful. Whisper of the Heart. Whisper of the Heart, I have seen that one. That is very underrated one. I think it's mainly because people remember the cat's returns more. Because Whisper of the Heart is basically about the person that wrote The Cat Returns. I think. Could be wrong about that, but I think that's, if memory serves. I haven't watched this in years, but yeah. You know, it kind of reminds me of Little Nemo. I didn't realize that Whisper of the Heart was a Ghibli movie. I didn't know that. But it didn't say that. Oh, anyway. Tales of Earthsea. I haven't seen Earwig yet. No, I haven't seen Earwig. I've seen Tales of Earthsea. I don't really remember it. It didn't really land with me. Loved Spirited Away, of course. We went to see Princess Mononoke when it was re-released for IMAX. It's awesome. We were in the mall and I said, hey, do you want to go and see a movie? Let's go see what's on. And we were like, oh, maybe we'll see the new Warner Brothers animated movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up. But then we saw that Princess Mononoke was there in IMAX, and we were like, Princess Mononoke in IMAX, yeah. Ooh, hello. There. The Earthsea books. Is that the Dragon series? I want to say Nausicaa when it was coming to IMAX, but of course they were only available in the US, not in Canada. Yeah, sorry about that. Slow burn. Yeah. Well, I think I'll be calling it a night shortly. Maybe 15 more minutes. If people are still here watching. Oh, I think my music is finished. Okay. Why did my music stop? I thought this was calm fantasy music. Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is literally the music we listen to when we're doing our sessions. That's funny. Turn you up a bit. There we go. No, I'm still here. 15 more minutes. Hands are hard, guys. I don't like drawing hands. Hands suck. Thanks for the hand emoji. Yes. I'm being distracted by a video that I've got paused as well. Okay. I just want to get the line work done tonight. If I can get that done, then I'll be happy. I don't have the energy to colour it. I don't like that. When this picture is done, will there be a side-by-side compare? Oh, you did ask me that earlier. My apologies, I missed that. Well, you're doing one side-by-side right now. When it's finished, I might post them both together. Maybe? Yeah, we can get rid of the gum here. We don't need that. Ah! Go away, tools. That's better. There. Okay. Now I'm going to add the art text. And then we'll call it a night. Well, I would if the text tool would work. There we go. Art. There. Alrighty guys, I know I said I was going to do it for another 15 minutes, but I think I'm going to call it a night now because I'm really tired and I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to go to bed. I'm Mad Munchkin, stay creative, wash your hands, put your shopping cart away, wear your seatbelt, all that other crap. Just be excellent to each other. The world needs more kindness. Good night. Accept your compliments. Don't tell me what to do. Good night, everybody.